All right, we here to break down the top 25 so far in the college football season. After week 10, number one, we got Oklahoma. At number two, we got Texas, their bitter rival. That's crazy. If we could potentially get an Oklahoma-Texas national championship, I highly doubt it because of the Big 12 title game. But hey, that would be crazy, bruh. USC at number three. Not surprising. They 8-2 though. Stanford at number four. Hey, kind of look a little fraudulent, but hey, it is what it is. Auburn at number five. They got Georgia this week. Virginia. Hey, I've been saying it all year that these dudes was frauds. Now, they did lose to Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech, I also see Georgia Tech as a good team, but hey, I don't think they're no national title contender, but hey, it is what it is. They at number six. Number seven, we got TCU. They play against Iowa State. Tennessee, they got a bye this week, but they number 8. Number 9 is Clemson. Hey, Clemson looking good so far. Georgia is at number 10. What a nice bounce back from that rocky start earlier this year. And they got Auburn this week. So, hey, some stuff could break down. Hey, you never know. Number 11, we got Michigan State. They took that L to Nebraska this past week. Number 12, we got Louisiana. They took that L to Troy last week. I don't know why they still a top 12 team. They should have never been a top 4 team in the beginning in the first place. But hey, it is what it is. Number 13, we got San Diego State. Number 14, we got Army. Army, like I said, I don't know why they a top 15 team. They shouldn't even be in the top 20, to be honest. They was ranked 10 last week. They 14. That's kind of crazy to me. But yeah, they got whooped by Stanford. Number 15, Texas A&M. Struggled last week for San Jose State, but I still think they a talented football team. They got a bye this week. Number 16, we got Navy. Midshipman, okay, 8-1. Hey, I can't really argue, but they 8-1. Georgia Tech at number 17, 6-4, number 17. I said watch out for these boys. They might be a good team, but hey, 6-4. That's kind of, hey, to be number 17. Hey, that takes some grit and some toughness from the team. Number 18 is Ole Miss. They took that L last week to Arkansas, and they number 6. Oh, they was number 6. They number 18 right now. Number 19 is Arkansas. They were unranked, but they beat Ole Miss. Number 20 is Florida Atlantic. They got East Carolina this week. Number 21 is Notre Dame. Last week they had a bye. They got North Carolina State this week. Number 22, Alabama. Alabama beat LSU last week, had actually a pretty good thumping on them, and they got Mississippi State this week. Number 23, Nebraska. Hey, 7-2. They beat Michigan State last week. Pretty impressive win. Number 24, Fresno State. They was 25 last week. They ain't really do nothing to make a big splash, but hey, yeah, they number 24. And number 25, Boise State. They were number 24 last week, and I don't know. Hey, it is what it is. You want to flip them back and forth. It is what it is. You can't really differentiate the two teams. But hey, Boise State, Fresno State, 24 and 25. And now let's break down the top 25 games that happened last week. Texas A&M, they won 21-20. Clemson beats Florida State 24-21. Very competitive game. Georgia Tech beats Virginia. Kind of called this before. Fresno State beats Hawaii 35-21. Cal beats Washington, really smacks them around 41-14. Nebraska beat Michigan State in a nail-biter 38-35. Troy beats Louisiana 47-35. Tennessee beats Missouri 34-30. I'm tripping. Arkansas beats Ole Miss 28-23. Florida Atlantic beats Old Dominion 35-16. Georgia beats Air Force 24-10. It's kind of what we expected. Alabama beats LSU 52-36. Stanford beats Army 42-21. Smacked them up. Oklahoma beats West Virginia 20-17. San Diego State beats Utah State 27-21. And let's look at the passing leaders. We're going to sort it by passing yards. Lawrence Childs leads the country in passing, 2,800 yards, 28 touchdowns, 10 picks. Aaron McCullum, 2,600 yards, 27 touchdowns, 9 picks. Lance Payne, 17 touchdowns, 11 picks, 2,500 yards. Mike Smith, 2,500 yards, 19 touchdowns, 4 picks. Rima Rogers, 2,400 yards, 21 touchdowns, 7 picks. Keenan Jones, 2,300 yards, 23 touchdowns, 4 picks. David Elbert, 2,300 yards, 16 touchdowns, 5 picks. You see a lot of these other guys that's doing their thing so far. And now rushing, leading the country in rushing. Came in this year as a backup running back to Aaron George. Hey, 1,600 yards, 6 yards per carry, 18 touchdowns. David Jacobs, 1,500 yards, 12 touchdowns. Bob Pierce, 1,400 yards, 11 touchdowns. John Palmer, 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns. Josh West, 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns. Gabe Johnson, you see him, he's injured right now, but 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns. And you see a lot of these other guys, doing their thing. Matt Covington, 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns. Some more notable players, we scroll by. Oh yeah, Johnny Young, 994, 6 touchdowns in the SEC. Pretty impressive. So far in receiving, Tommy Tatum leading the country, 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns. Mike Powell, 1,071 yards, 8 touchdowns. Andy Brewer, hey, had a big game last week. That's why he got 986 and 9 touchdowns. Brian Larson, 962, 5 touchdowns. Patrick Bishop, 959, 8 touchdowns. Brett Nugent right here, 946, 9 touchdowns. We're going to keep scrolling to see anybody. Yeah, Brent Roberts, a tight end, 866, 5 touchdowns. Yeah, a lot of these dudes it's a lot of good receivers in college football now. Reggie Kent, 754, 7 touchdowns. And now we want to look at quarterback sacks. Yeah, Vontae Austin, it's not even close. 19 sacks. Preston Franklin, his teammate, 9 sacks. John Miller, 8.5. Jake Evans, 8.5. Brandon Walker, 8.5. Jonathan Williams, another Texas A&M player, 8 sacks. Some more guys. Look at their numbers. See if anybody pop out to us. Oh yeah, Lawrence Howard from Purdue. We've been keeping our eyes on him all year. 6 sacks. NFL prospect. But yeah. Y'all see the interception leaders. Terrence Moore, 8 picks. Stuart Newton, 8 picks. Aaron Little, 7 picks. Maurice Sullivan, Reggie Taylor, Brandon Williams, Tony Finley got 6 picks. Michael Davis, 5 picks. Jeff Lewis, 5 picks. Hey, they throwing that rock to the other team in college football this year. Oh yeah, Aaron Owens, big time athletic safety, big time NFL prospect. Very interested in watching this film later on in the off season. But yeah, it's a lot of guys that's doing work. Got the picks and all that. If you want to be included as a character in the Reason Sports Network universe, then this is the video for you. In the Reason Sports Network, we make content for high school football, college football, and the NFL. You can be a character in our series and see yourself evolve from high school to college to the pros. If you want to be a part of this, then fill out the form that's in the description. When you fill out the form, make sure to choose only one level of football. Choose either high school, college, or the NFL. If you choose multiple levels of football, then I will select the smaller level. For instance, if you choose a high school and a college team, then you will start your career in high school. If you choose a college and an NFL team, then you'll start your career in college. If you start your career in the NFL, then you'll start off as an undrafted free agent. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for filling out the form and wanting to be part of the Reason Sports Network, and enjoy the content.